Hey, sweet soul. Welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Rayleigh. Today's message is for someone who is trying to level up their life. So I'm going to offer you some no BS tips and advice. And if you've been following along my journey so far, that hopefully you know by now I'm a very genuine person. If I'm going through it, as a life coach, especially being someone who's leading the industry of life coaching in a very spiritual, intuitive, and gentle, compassionate direction through the divine feminine medicine, I believe it is imperative that we offer balance to people, and that when we connect with each other, that we are raw and authentic and as genuine as possible. So I'm offering this advice today to you coming from a place of real perspectives and real advice. And I'm here to tell you that the journey of the soul mission is never always going to be easy. It's going to be the most brave journey you're ever going to take in your life. But the reason why most people don't take the soul path, they don't ascend on their highest mission in life, is because they get very comfortable with where they are, or they're too afraid to make a choice in regards to changing their life in a very significant way. Often, very often. And I understand it's very scary. And so I've been appointed in this life to meet people who are at the crossroad right now of making very important decisions in their life, and to tell you that once you make the decision to move forward, that you're going to know it's the right choice, because you will immediately feel peace in your mind, in your heart, will be excited about what's happening. But then later the ego gets in the way and the fears come in that allows you, or starts to block you, I should say, by planting seeds of doubts in your mind, and that doubt will later fester into worry, and then self-limiting beliefs turn into self-limiting choices. So without bullshitting you, to be honest, I'm here to remind you that along this journey, you're going to have to face the choice of walking away from a lot of places, a lot of things in your life, letting go of the physical need to make money from the soul mission. You're not doing anything to make money. You are in the pursuit of a soul aligned fulfillment. And so genuine health and happiness and a deep connection with a higher power, with God, with the divine, with the universe, however you define it, will happen, will come. And that has to be the first priority. So one of the core values of my coaching practice is integrity. And so if you are feeling depressed every day, if you are not excited to wake up and go to work, then maybe you're not in alignment. But we're going beyond that, beyond the feelings, beyond what you think you should be doing. Are you doing what the divine has specifically told you to do? And so you will know this because it has whispered to you your whole life, ever since you were first conscious as a child, or whenever you came into consciousness. God spoke to you exactly who you are in this lifetime, and what your life would look like, and the promises that are before you when you stay committed to the soul path. And only you know this, only you will receive the visions, but it's helpful to receive guidance along the way, just to affirm and confirm for yourself what you already know. And so that is what I also provide people, is that divine clarity of, are you on the right path? And that is only, again, for you to decide and for you to know by building a intimate relationship with the goddess, or the God within you, that lives within you, that is you, that is connected to the God that rules over everything. And so, again, you're first taking priority in your life, that you are living in alignment with the vision that the divine has for you. And so this will ask you to make decisions repeatedly, to walk away and to let things go. And I said first, yes, the need to make money or to be rich. Are you willing to surrender that need and just be of service from love in your heart, providing soul medicine that will provide healing in your life? So whatever you've been grieving, whatever you've been hating the world or hating God even about, when you alchemize it into a sacred purpose and a gift to other people, that is when you're tapped in to your soul mission and soul purpose. So then it's not about money It's about healing. It's about providing peace for yourself and others. And it's about basking in the love within you that radiates and pours into other people around you. So not only are you giving up, again, that chase for money, you're walking away from jobs that pay you well, but they're not serving your soul. And when you're not serving your soul, you're not serving the identity you have in the God that you believe in that higher love. And so that is what we mean when you hear the phrase often, you're selling your soul. It is a rotting that comes from within that takes over your mind, and it leads you to making choices in your life that end up numbing how you really feel, that you really hate what you're doing and where you are and what you're surrounding yourself by. And so you numb, and then you make toxic, unhealthy decisions for yourself with drugs and alcohol and relationships that are just not healthy or safe. So that leads me to the next point. Not only are you willing to walk away from the chase of money, are you willing to walk away from the need to be in the presence or company of someone else to make you feel comfortable about who you are, to love who you are? Are you willing to walk this journey alone for a significant portion of your life? And so that means you are, again, building that intimate relationship with God within, and you're not asking other people to tell you who God is. You're not going to other people all the time to tell you what God is saying. You know what God is saying. You've taken time to discover the true voice of God. And that comes with practice. It comes with experience. That is the path of wisdom that, if you come from a religious mindset, might be really scary. You might be afraid to walk away from the religious community that you've grown up around or that you've been in for a very long time. Because if you walk away from that religious community, you're walking away from that sense of safety you have of someone else speaking God to you. But when you walk out of that safety net and you walk into experience, life experience, and wisdom, then again, you're building a strong relationship with God, and you're recognizing the voice of God within, and then you're aligning with more diverse communities that are actually walking the same soul mission, soul path that you're walking. And now we have to come to the realization that your life path is going to take many twists and turns. So you have to be willing to let go and surrender relationships quite often and be open to changing your mind, not staying trapped or succumbing again to that desperate need to not be alone. Are you able to be in the comfortable presence of yourself and to sit with all the thoughts that you're really having, whether they're negative or positive? And are you able to alchemize them yourself? And that comes to the third point. Are you willing to express this journey? So you're sacrificing, again, the need that the world teaches you to make a bunch of money. You're sacrificing the need to stick around people that maybe you don't feel alone with, but again, that soul rotting, that selling of the soul is happening when you're around people and yet you don't feel a deep connection. They're not growing with you. Or perhaps you're preventing yourself from growing by staying where you are. And so the third point, are you willing to express yourself and your truth and your authenticity of sharing your story through an artistic expression, through a spiritual expression? And that is where we see people who become artists and singers and writers. And I personally chose the path of being a writer, and I've written books about my journey. And I will continue to write books, and that is my soul path as a scribe, as the one who can access the Akashic records. I can speak to spiritual guides, myself and others included, and help bring that divine clarity that they're seeking through ways that are very, they sing to the soul. If you know, you know, if you had a session with me, that if it truly resonates, it's like my soul is speaking to your soul, because there's no separation, because we're tuned in. So, are you willing to express yourself and to express your truth? Meaning, are you willing to be completely authentic to who you really are? And that is, again, a brave, very brave choice. I was just reading about this quote, and I don't know who the original author is, about writing as if everyone you know is dead. So if you're watching my recent videos, I had to release myself from the attachment of protecting my family members that maybe I don't feel good about are toxic to my soul's evolution right now, even though we're blood related and I love them. But I can't dive deeper into my work and heal myself to not only be the human being I want to be, but the professional I want to be. I can't go into the writing and to share deeper the medicines and the prayers and the stories about human connection unless I can truly be real and share my authentic and genuine thoughts. And so, writing as if everyone I know is dead is allowing me to be brave enough to share my story with people around the world who need to hear that they are not alone. And that is my soul's medicine and joy to myself. And ultimately, the people that these messages might be karmic to, that they might be hurtful to hear, that if they hear it with their higher self and their spirit, they recognize that it is the exact same journey that I'm speaking to within them, that they are also walking on. And so we're walking this together. When you lose the identification and attachments to labels and identities and relationships, and you just share truth, that truth is going to heal so many people. So please be willing to be brave enough to walk this journey of your soul path. But again, no BS. Are you willing to face yourself? Are you willing to do the work? And are you willing to create a better life for yourself? So you can keep asking the question, what do I do? What do I do? But when you start receiving the answers, are you going to do the work? And that is why I'm here as a life coach as well, to make sure that we are all doing the work and holding ourselves accountable and that we are creating beautiful things along the way. So if I can help you, please let me know. You can book a session with me at any time. You can write to me, email me, and I put any offerings at consciouslifestylecoaching.com for you to get started or for you to receive executive support on your soul mission and soul path to get things done, to bring people together and bring more peace and unity and love, not only to your life, but to the lives of other people around the world. So again, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.